This is Game Talk with Brian Detman on tmltalk.ca. What do I say? Wow. Gustafsson, who's to be tonight's starter, gets hurt in the pre-game warm-up. Kind of puts an exclamation mark on this year's season and what it's been all about. More or less in 2012. But our starting goaltender gets hurt, takes a puck off. Not a hard shot or anything, but you take a puck off anywhere without padding, and it's not a good thing. To top things off, to open the game up, Brayden Schenn scores a goal early on Rhinus. No fault of Rhinus. I'll get to more of that later. Rhinus, there's a power play, the Flyers. Rhinus plays really strong. He plays a good game, but he's making a couple of good saves, looking good. However, at 11:01, again on the power play, Brayden Schenn scores a goal that Rhinus had no chance to make a save on. And now it's 2-0 for the Flyers, and it's not looking good. Or is it? Grabovski gets sent in on loan all by Connolly. Beauty. You know, just an honor roll candidate on TSN. But a beauty goal by Grabovski, goes backhand up top. Things to come next year. Gardner tonight ended up overtaking the lead in most minutes played by all rookies this year in the NHL. Good stuff, considering he leads all rookie defensemen in points this year. So hopefully he gets a nod, at least the nomination for Calder. There's a lot of good rookies this year, and one I'll be bringing up later on in the blog here. Second starts, Rhinus absolutely stones Claude Giroux. How does that feel for the kid? How does that feel for the kid? He stops Claude Giroux, one of the best players in the NHL. Way to go, UC. And I keep calling him Rhinus because, I'm sorry, that's the way it's spelled. But apparently it's Runus. Gunnarsson goes in, rings one off the post. More good luck for the Leafs. You know what? Between luck and all the other stuff that's gone on, it's been a tough season. Leafs Nation, God bless you for sticking around through all this. Another defensive breakdown and Simmons scores. Makes it 3-1. Leafs go on the power play on a rare penalty by Jagr. Not really much to speak of on that power play neither, considering we've dropped from first and now we're sitting in 8th on the power play. 12 minutes left to go. Hartnell, I'm sure a lot of Leafs Nation hates that guy as much as I do. He chickens out against Phaneuf. Phaneuf's asking him, let's do this. He skates away. I'm gonna elaborate on that more later. Leafs go on the power play. This one goes bad. Reed, the rookie that I was going to speak of, that is likely going to get a nod for the Calder Trophy this year. He goes and he puts one on the PK. Oh man, does it stop hurting? It's 4-1 for the Flyers. However, seeing this, the tank is on. Grigorenko could be a Leaf next season. When you consider that the Edmonton Oilers are only 4 points behind the Toronto Maple Leafs this year, we could end up in second spot if this keeps going. Hartnell, again, shows his true colors as Brown challenges him. Oh, I've got 130 penalty minutes this year, 30 goals. However, those 130 penalty minutes, I've chosen who I've gone against. He's a wannabe tough guy. But, in truth, after we saw tonight, he's not. Hartnell, I always wondered because there was a lot of rumors about him coming to the Leafs. I thought, will he be all right in a Leaf jersey? After tonight, no. That's not what we want. That gentleman has no truculence. Rhinus, 2:15 left in the second, still looking strong. Makes some big saves and in poor situations. The situation he was put into is completely a poor situation. There's no chance of making the playoffs. He wasn't expecting to start, but man, the kid looked strong tonight. And to say he's a kid, he's a year older than Reimer, but he's the kid, and he played good. Power play towards the end of the second for the Leafs. Again, nothing happened. The Flyers scored 2 more to make it 6-1. Not much more to speak of with regards to that. There was more animosity with Phaneuf getting tangled up with Luke's brother, Braden, and it looked like there was going to be some stuff going on with regards to the Leafs and the Flyers. I thought it was going to get ugly towards the end. It didn't, but you did hear a lot of chirping between the benches. Hartnell ended up getting benched. You could hear it all through Ray Ferrero's mic as he was sitting between the benches, and as I'm sure you did. To wrap this one up, poor Rhinus. Okay, I'm going to do it. Poor Runas. Runas, he played good. He played strong. Even with letting 7 goals in, he did a great job, and I just feel bad for him. They brought him into a bad situation, and I hope that doesn't affect the rest of his career, as this has, in these last 7 seasons, affected many young goaltenders' lives. The Leafs end up 4-8-2 in the month of March. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. What this team is missing is a good draft pick. The Leafs haven't had a spectacular draft pick since 1985. And I know, Leafs Nation, you know what I'm talking about. Wendell Clark. We need that again. We need a franchise player. I'm not saying that Phil Kessel is not a good player. He is. He's a great player. He may be able to notch 40 this year. However, when you're talking about a franchise player, that's exactly what the Leafs need. And to get there, we need to lose the rest of these games and end up in that second spot. Maybe Grigorenko, or maybe you take a chance on Galchenyuk. But he is a chance, and we've known how those chances have worked out for the Leafs. I feel bad, again, once for Rhinus. It's not too often that you can say a goaltender has let 7 goals get past him, and really none of them were his fault. And it speaks a lot about the confidence of the team right now and how they feel and how poor RD is. Is it coaching? Is it the players? Well, that's something that needs to be analyzed by the management that we're paying millions to and the coaching staff that's been brought in for 3 more years. Anyways, we'll keep going at this, and we'll watch the remainder of the season, and we'll live and breathe with every moment of the rest of this season. Anyways, I'm Brian Detman with TMLTalk.ca, and we'll see you next game. Keep bleeding blue and white.